First year here at UNLV, not too much of a rodeo for you, just right down the street. But how we feeling about just with the Rebels here?
It's feeling great. You know what? It's such a special place. It was going to take a lot to get me back into coaching. I was really enjoying ESPN and just the lifestyle and all that. And it had to check a lot of boxes. And UNLV did it. It had to be, school has unbelievable facilities. We have tremendous facilities, both obviously playing in Allegiant Stadium, and then the opportunity to have unbelievable on-campus facilities is fantastic. Had to have an opportunity to win. Heck, we were a game away from the college football playoff last year.
Right?
To come into a program that's already built, that we don't have to build up from the ground up. And then obviously had to be a place you want to live. And Las Vegas offers so much. And in today's world, the city offers so much to these players, to these kids to experience so many different things. It kind of checked all my boxes, and I was really excited to be here.
How do you feel about this weather in July, though?
Love it. Well,
digits?
It's hot. It's hot everywhere. Listen, I've coached. My last coaching job was in Florida, right?
Yeah,
so, I mean,
that's true.
It was hot and humid there too.
That's true.
I was in my pool. Like, it was funny. The nice thing here, I looked at the weather yesterday. 2 days ago, I was in my pool over at Lake Oconee in Georgia, right at Reynolds Lake Oconee. So I'm sitting there floating in the pool. I look at my wife. I'm like, it's hot. Like 94 feels like 105. So the benefit in Vegas, I'm like, what is it in Vegas right now? 105 feels like 105. It doesn't feel any, whatever it is. It's not lying to you. It's not going to feel hotter. It might be hot, but it is what it is. And we love it and live it.
There you go. You said that, it's going to take a lot to, for you to get off TV, I was watching you on the college football final, with Matt Berry and all those guys, man, just talk to me about that experience, just on TV, because, maybe was that the path, get away from the coaching a little bit, try to dabble in something else different there in the media space?
You know what? When I left coaching, I left Florida. I needed to kind of reset, find out where it was, reset myself. Had the opportunity to go to TV, and ESPN was great to me, great people. But I wanted you're still involved in the game. You're around. Being with Matt and Joey Galloway every weekend, we had a great time. Got to call the Thursday night game with Matt. That was a lot of fun. But then the opportunity for us to go do that, we had a lot of fun. I mean, you'd sit there on a Saturday, be different. I only have to do one game now.
Right.
I'm gonna have like more time off on Saturday. Yeah. We're in studio from 11 a.m. to 2 a.m. It's such a great experience for me to be involved in the game, to stay involved in the game, and I was very fortunate and thankful to the people of the ESPN to give me that opportunity.
Are they hiring? Can you put in a good word for me?
You ready to go?
Let's talk about your football team. You guys are gonna be, dabbling at the quarterback position a little bit. That's still up in the air for you guys. But you guys got tons of new players coming in. But you do have yourself, some returners and some guys that have been in this group. Been for the lows, been for the rebuilding stages, and saw what this team could do. Marcel McDuffie, a prime example. How has he been a leader on that defense?
He's great, and it's great to have him around because I think it's that fine mix of guys that you bring in. As you said, there's in the new college football world, there's always going to be a lot more turnover than there used to be. But you have guys that have bought into the program, believed in the program, and have been here for the years. And over the last 2 years, we've won a lot of football games. So I want to, and we rely on those guys. Hey, you guys have been here and won. I'm one of the newbies. I'm coming in. Show me the things you've done that you've won, things that you like, things that you think we need to continue to do to help us continue to win. And then I'm going to bring some things to the table. Hopefully it allows us to take that next step. And that next step is to win the Mountain West title and get to the college football playoff and hopefully make a big noise when we get there.
You don't play them this year, so you could be as real as you want with San Jose State. Just talk to me with Coach Ken Niumatalolo, the spread and shred offense, and what they can do.
Yeah, what he's, what you say. I mean, obviously, such a great football coach.
Yep.
I've known Ken for a long time, and in all the years of coaching, it's one of the unique things. You go into the room, and there's some veteran football coaches in that room. You have Coach Calhoun's head coach for a very, very long time. Obviously, I've had battles with Bronco Mendenhall throughout the years. And you look at what he's done, and the thing that his ability to evolve, the constant evolution as a coach, and what he's been able to bring, and even schematically change it, it shows what a great coach he is, and what a great job they're going to be. And I hope we do get to play him this year.
Yep. Yeah.
I really hope I get to play San Jose this year because that'll mean I'll be in the championship game.
Exactly.
So I really hope we get there.
We talked to Jake Pope. He said that you've been on his radar, for quite some time. Even prior to him recruiting him here. What made you want to get him when he hit the portal? To have that relationship here in Vegas.
Well, it's funny. There's a bunch of guys like that are on the team. Several guys that were, I recruited Jake out of high school when I was head coach of Florida. So all of a sudden, I kind of knew a lot of the backgrounds on the guys. Yep. And all of a sudden, now it's 3 years later, these guys are like, hey, I want to hit the portal, and it was pretty funny. I still have all their numbers in my phone. When you look at those things of guys that you've recruited in the past, you have a relationship. We have several guys that played for me at Florida that were freshmen when I got let go that are on our roster here with us. So I think it was that relationships. It's all about relationships. The relationships I had with the players in the past were such a big deal of them wanting to come be a part of this.
Love it. Head coach Dan Mullen for UNLV. Thanks for the